Not sure if it's a good idea to record this. I think I'm just feeling quite vulnerable at the moment. There used to be sort of benefit to try and talk about it, but I'm finding that increasingly stressful to do. But I know perhaps it needs to be processed as well, so I'm not sure about the balance in that. And again, I'll say this many times probably, but I don't know if this is like an autistic trait or the brain fog or both. I just came from visiting some family, and I met my dad for a walk, and usually I pop in to have some lunch, but and usually it's a very short visit as well, because I just been getting very drained quite quickly. So when we started walking, the subject matter of, or I guess whatever was talked about initially, just really had an effect on me. I just felt extremely drained very quickly. It's hard to describe how I was feeling, but it felt very overwhelmed, very dizzy, and I was trying to find a way to say, "Oh, can we change the subject?" And I just couldn't do it. Like, it was. I find that so tough at the moment to speak up for myself, and maybe I needed to go through this today, so I'm more aware next time. Like, so if I meet someone and the subject matter is really triggering for me, then perhaps I'll be able to say, "Hey, sorry, can we change the subject?" Or that's like having quite an effect on me. And on top of that, there was a guest like at the house, so it wasn't like the normal people that I would expect. So that just completely, the combination of that, especially having someone there I don't know, and there's just, again, I was just immediately aware I just wouldn't be able to handle that. To have to sort of, and already feeling depleted from like just the subject matter of our initial conversation. So I'm glad I was able to kind of communicate that, and although that was difficult as well, and maybe it's hard for someone to understand fully. So I'm grateful there was enough understanding to say, "Oh yeah, okay, that's," though naturally as one of loved ones do, they'll say, "No, it'll be okay, just come in for a bit." And so I'm glad I didn't do that, because I would just, it's frustrating as well, because part of me is thinking, "Oh, what if I just manage that initial discomfort then?" But it's too much unknowns, I guess. Like, the best scenario I was thinking of, could say a quick hello and then just go to a different room, but still it will be, I think I did the right thing. So it's just, I guess I'm just learning about myself, really. I think maybe in the past I wouldn't be as affected, or I would be able to mask it more, and I still quite understand that, really, why I'm suddenly so much more affected than, perhaps there's just more resilience there, more, but either way, I guess sometimes it's easy just to see things how they are now, and I was just completely, if I want to use the word, dysregulated, overwhelmed, sensory overload. Don't know what the accurate sort of descriptions would be, but it didn't feel good as well, because some like lunch was made, and friendly drivers driving. I'm distracted by that a little bit. just feels there's less patience now on the road, but separate video, separate conversation. So yeah, I'm just sort of parked up. I was initially, I did have it in my mind to try and do a little bit of writing after my visit this morning, and now obviously I'm here early, and I'm just sort of trying to orient myself now what to do. Again, it's another change now, like I'm kind of out of my initial kind of routine when I do visit, and so I'm just kind of trying to figure out what to do. Like I haven't eaten this morning, so I thought I'd be okay until like lunch there, but now I'm not there, so yeah, I'm not sure what to do for food, and it's feels like another taxing thing to try and figure out. Like, I guess I can go through options. I can get a sandwich from the supermarket there, and maybe organise what I want to do as well. So yeah, it's like late morning now, so maybe it would be good to do a bit of writing, perhaps. Just, it may take my mind off something, and also maybe there'll be some good in just doing something productive. I'm also trying to assess how I'm feeling now. I'm still feeling quite dizzy and quite drained, so maybe going to a busy cafe, I've got my headphones, but still, I can't really see, and even though they've got windows at the front, it's just, yeah, I can't really see in. So yeah, maybe I'll give it a few minutes. That's also a good thing sometimes, to know that I don't have to immediately know what the answer is. That sometimes, strangely enough, even a few minutes of space and time could just make things a bit clearer. Yeah, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just sit here for a bit and just like logically go through things. Sometimes the way I do it is just think, okay, what am I working with? What activities am I working with? Okay, I'm potentially thinking of doing some writing on my laptop, coffee. I'm hungry, so maybe I need to figure out food beforehand. Like there's not great options in the coffee shops, and they're super expensive. So, okay, there's another part of that. So I need to pee as well. So that's another. So maybe I could pop into the supermarket and get a sandwich, and also use their toilet as well, and then potentially come back and go to the cafe. Yeah. Yeah, it just feels very overwhelming, and I think it just feels a bit shocking how quickly I spiraled there as well. So I'm just almost getting used to that. That's just how things are at the moment, and maybe it's part of the sort of the unmasking the autistic stuff. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just sit here for a couple of minutes, just figure out. I've got all that stuff laid out of what I potentially want to do, and just maybe figure out an order, what's best to do. And yeah, not sure if I'll upload this really. So I think with the brain fog as well, I'm just feeling vulnerable. Just sometimes it's just hard to get perspective on something like this, where I'm thinking, okay, I've got like a channel where I'm uploading mental health vlogs, and is this appropriate, or is this okay to upload or to put myself out there? But yeah, and I'll see how I feel after recording this, to see just if also it's useful to do this, because I don't want to, although this is a nice creative outlet and it's another productive thing to kind of talk about mental health and my sort of what I'm going through, and if potentially it helps somebody else, and putting it out there as sort of content, and that feels good to do. Like, feels like there's some purpose and productivity. But also if it's taking too much out of me, then that's something just to be aware of as well. So yeah, so that's my morning. Definitely going to take some time out, and yeah, I'm sure I'll regroup and carry on with my day.